employ His Excellency Atiku Abubakar to manage my business. He's an excellent businessman. He's managed Intels. He's managed Apti American University. I mean, that's one of the best universities in Nigeria. Atiku Abubakar is the second largest employer of labor in Adamawa State, second only to the state government. So there is no doubt about his capacity as a successful entrepreneur. Now, that said, let me come to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think we're making heavy weather out of the certificate issue. Why? Because the Electoral Act only specifies minimum requirements of maybe secondary school. And in fact, you don't even have to tender it. You just have to swear an affidavit, you know, that, yes, I attended up to that. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu went a step further and submitted a degree certificate from Chicago State University. And several Nigerians have written to that school. I've seen some of the responses. The school said yes, he was a student. Yes. He came up with with what we call first class here. There it's honors. So it was a honors student. Fine. But two issues for me that I think, you know, we should be focusing on, because you see, this certificate thing is a red herring. Yeah. You know, how you put a red handkerchief on the pole, and then you see the dog running after it, thinking it's chased, but he never gets it. So it's a red herring. Don't let's fall for it. Two issues. Number one, I knew, let me just say this background. I knew Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, 1990, 1991. I was a contract staff at Mobil Oil in Lagos. Then they used to have their offices at Bookshop House, CMS Lagos, you know. So I knew him. I knew the MD, Chief Pius Akinyelure. I knew him. I knew Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu was so important in that organization. He used to shuttle between Chief Akinyelure's office. Now, so I know him. And you cannot work at Mobil, now Exxon Mobil, if you're not qualified. You know, so let's keep that aside. Two issues, like I said. Why would Asiwaju in 1999, in the same INEC forms, states that he attended GCI, Government College Ibadan, and then Baptist whatever in Aroloya, Lagos. And then that case was, in fact, the school he quoted in Lagos, Baptist whatever, it's non-existent. There was no such school. So did he perjure himself? That is the issue. Second issue, there's a cloud of suspicion about his identity. And that's where this name of Shango Dele or Amoda or something, it's been swirling around, you know, on social media, in the news media in Lagos, and we've not gotten any definitive response to that. I think that's what, you know, the issues are. Did he perjure himself? Because if you depose to an affidavit and complete the INEC form that you attended these two schools in 1999 when you were to be governor, but now you said nil, that's an issue. But let's talk about fitness for the office. Is it fit physically? Is it physically fit? I don't think so. There are so many videos during consultations towards the primaries that demonstrated hands shaking, you know, and some other things I wouldn't want to say on air, you know. So I don't think it's fit. On governance, even for fitness, moral fitness, there's a certain company called Alpha Beta that takes 10% of the revenues collected, you know, generated in Lagos. Who owns the company? A former MD of that company came out publicly, deposed to an affidavit, wrote to the EFCC that this person is, Ahmed Bola Tinubu is the owner of this company, all these monies have been there, and all of that. Okay,
so let's take a few minutes you know, we have left to speak about your candidate, as the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar, of course, served as Vice President under the administration of former President Olusegun Obasanjo.